state or your organization. I think most of you have already done that. So thank you for doing that. Appreciate it. Just as usual, I'm going to go ahead and start off with announcements from the OA Action Alliance. The first thing I wanted to make sure you are all aware of, I sent it out in an email several months ago, but I did want to share with you the portal resources page. I'm going to go ahead and bring that up right now. So this is kind of a hidden page on our website. So I think that you can get to it if you search for it, but it's not kind of in one of the main menus of our website. But I wanted to point it out because it's got a couple key pieces of information on it. All of the direction sheets have been updated. So what was once one large kind of portal onboarding direction PowerPoint that I would share with you when you came on board as a portal partner has been updated and actually kind of broken into sections, so it's more digestible and hopefully easier for you to kind of navigate for what you need and what you want. So all those directions are right here. We're still working on the one about the reports, but that should be up soon. It's actually done. I just haven't gotten to the editing process on that one and uploading. So just wanted to make sure you knew that those are available online, and anytime we do any major updates to them, we will put the new one here so you can always have the most up-to-date version. Also wanted to mention that online ordering process, the info port, that cheat sheet is available on this website as well. So if you are in need of any books or additional URLs or anything like that, you can just go to our online system and place that order and we can get that rolling for you. It is possible to pay with credit card. It's also possible to have us invoice you through that system. But if you have any questions or trying to do that and are running into roadblocks, just let me know. Kind of along those same lines, I did want to let you know, I haven't seen an announcement come out from Nick Turkis at the Arthritis Foundation, but he reached out to me last week and said that he's out of print books. So hopefully none of you are looking to place a big order of print books anytime soon, because I know that the turnaround process when he orders those can be, 3-ish months. So just wanted to let you know about that. And so you might want to, if you were thinking about placing an order for print books, you might want to kind of reassess your needs and maybe think about doing the digital books instead. Also on this page is the Walk with Ease data metrics. So basically what this is a PDF that shows you all of the existing questions that you can add to your baseline and your evaluation surveys in the portal. So just wanted you to have those all in one place. If you needed to review those with a data manager, researchers, or needed to think about adding custom questions, then you can have all those in one place. So this is actually the next part of the agenda that I wanted to point out to you. Is this, I know that we've talked a lot about potentially doing an app for the portal. Because accessing an app is kind of more intuitive and easier for some people. As you all know, the cost of doing an app is a lot, and it's a lot for a small nonprofit like the OA Action Alliance. So I always want to kind of keep that conversation on the table. and let you know that we are seeking funding that may support that down the road. But in the meantime, I wanted to share with you how to kind of create a shortcut on a smartphone so that it almost looks like it's an app. So you can actually do this on an iPhone, an iPad, or an Android device. So you can see this kind of little image right here on the side shows what it will look like when you save it as a shortcut on your device. So this is on that portal directions or portal partner resources page. It's right here. It's called Walk with These Portal Shortcut Directions. So that might be something that you want to include on your web pages that address the portal. It might be something that you want to hand out to people when you're marketing the portal, or it might be something you want to email to people after they have registered, just so that they can have that as an option. And then, of course, the last thing right here is all of these quarterly portal partner sharing calls are recorded, and we have them in a playlist on the OA Action Alliance YouTube page, YouTube channel. So if you're, not able to make a call, one of these calls, you'll always be able to go there and listen to the recording. So before I go on any further, do you have any questions about this page? Okay, hearing none, I will just jump back over to the agenda. The things that are in the works are kind of the things that I already mentioned last week, or last quarterly portal partner sharing call. I did want to let you know that we're still working on that coach level messaging access. So this will essentially allow all of you as administrators of your portals to assign coaches to individuals or to a group of individuals. And then that coach is able to message with their participants via text or email, but they won't have access to the baseline and the post-program survey data. So they'll have kind of a limited view of the information that's in the portal, and it'll essentially be just a messaging and just the walking activity. So it's almost similar to what a leader of an in-person Walk with Ease program would be able to see. They would be able to see kind of the goals that a person has set for themselves, whether they have walked that week, how much they've walked, etc., based on what that person enters into the portal. So I'm hopeful that that will be ready by the end of the year, but we'll just kind of keep you updated as we go along. The other piece is the bidirectional messaging, and essentially what this is a way for people to populate their data on the portal without actually having to log into the portal. So we will be able to automatically send participants a message that says, for example, did you walk this week? And if they respond yes, then we can say how many days, and they can provide a number, and that will populate their data in the portal so that all the coaches and the admins can see that this person walked 2 days. And then we would also be able to ask them how many minutes they walked, and that would similarly populate into the portal. We hope that this is a way of kind of bypassing any challenges that participants might have with actually kind of just taking that step to log into the portal on a regular basis. but it would still give you the data that you may want and need as far as their walking goes. So we're really excited about that. Any questions about those two items? And I did jump over something up here that I wanted to touch on really quickly. I'm just going to go back to what the portal looks like. So this is the step one of the registration for a participant. And you'll see that, you know, if you've been a portal partner for a little bit of time, you probably recognize that this looks pretty different. And I did want to call this out because of the way we structured the Spanish portal, which only has the digital books available. We never ask the Spanish participants for their mailing address because we don't need that information in order to send them a book. Now, when we first started the portal, we, you know, only had the English version and only had the print books. So step one of the Walk With Ease registration, the default was to capture a mailing address from everyone. So that included, you know, street address, city, state, zip, and county. Because of the addition of the digital book, we no longer really need to collect that data from everyone. So if someone selects that they are going to get a digital book, the portal will automatically not ask them for their mailing address. If they want to print copies, if you have print books available in your inventory and they want a print copy, then it will ask for that mailing address. So this has tripped up a couple of our portal partners who need zip code and or city or county data. So I did want to let you know that all of those questions, county, zip code, I think city as well, are all now options in the metrics that you can add. So if you need that data from your participants, regardless of whether they have a digital book or a print book, please make sure that you go into your question chooser online and add in those questions to your baseline survey. Questions about that? I see there's something in a chat. Rough timeline for the coach or bi-directional messaging. Hopefully the coach will be by the end of the year. Bi-directional will be early 2024. Sorry, I didn't see that earlier, Aaron. Any questions about this part of it? Does anyone need to see the questions in the question chooser, or is it you kind of get the idea? Okay, well, just let me know if you need a demonstration of that. It's pretty self-explanatory. They're right in the first section of demographic information, so you should be able to see them. Let's see. So that's pretty much all the updates from the OA Action Alliance. I want to pause really quick and see if Kirsten had anything she wanted to add.
Nothing to add, just hope everybody is doing well with the info port change and ordering. Those of you who have been into that system, it is self-explanatory, and I saw that Serena shared where she's got that that quick help quick reference guide online. So, but by all means, reach out and let us know if you have any questions. If you just want to give us a heads up that you're going to be ordering books, it's not required at all, but we're happy to help you through that. But so far, so good for all of you who have done it. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, that has been a surprisingly smooth transition. So great, thank you. So now we're kind of on to the next section, which is usually just our kind of opportunity for our partners to share anything that they've got going on. I know that in the past, the OA Action Alliance, kind of at this time of year, has done like a campaign around, staying active during the holidays, and Walk with Ease has really dovetailed nicely with that. But I also know that the weather can get challenging around this time of year. So maybe you're doing some other things to kind of bolster your Walk with Ease and portal activities. So I just wanted to just see if anybody has anything they'd like to share. This is a great time to just kind of, get any ideas or give any ideas. Nothing much. Everybody's just trying to get through the holidays. I get that. Okay, let's see. I see something in the chat. Something planned for right now, hoping to do something in the new year. Absolutely. Yeah, similar to kind of active at the holidays, we've also done walking into the new year, and that has been a really successful time to push out the Walk with Ease program.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking something like that, like maybe like a New Year's resolution kind of thing. I have to see in the next, month, I guess, so I can start getting planned, but I'll let you guys know if something's coming together. We might try to do like a really small paid promotion, like just like a social ad or something like that. So I'll let you know if that's moving ahead.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's always good to strike while the iron's hot, while people are thinking about making those behavior changes in the new year. So yeah. And kind of speaking of the behavior changes, I don't want to get anyone too excited about this yet, but we do recognize that, this is a 6-week program. So that's just a snapshot of everyone's lives. And there's so much more going on. And we hope that this is just kind of Walk with Ease provides kind of the springboard for future walking and healthy behaviors. And so we are seeking funding to build out what we're calling the maintenance section of the portal, but I'm sure we will come up with a much more attractive name for it. But essentially what it will do is kind of give everyone a chance who has completed the Walk with Ease program through the portal to enter the maintenance phase of walking. And so it will, they'll be able to opt into ongoing text messages and emails. We're thinking about having just kind of extra tools and resources, really focused on how do you continue to, continue with the behaviors that you have started through the Walk with Ease program. There might be some sort of online community where they can provide support to one another, maybe different walking challenges, podcasts, those kinds of things. So we're really hopeful that that will add just kind of another layer of support for everyone, and another kind of reason to keep walking and keep visiting the portal after they finish the program. So we'll definitely let you know if that gets funding and we can start working on that. Anything else from anyone? Any thoughts, questions? I'm happy to do any sort of kind of refresh on any parts of the portal that you're confused about. Anyone have any questions?
Can you hear me?
Oh, just barely.
Okay, I wasn't able to connect. I couldn't hear online, so I had to hop on the phone. Could you revisit the portal, because I still have difficulty setting up to where they only receive the digital books. It's one of the areas I'm kind of struggling with when it comes to new participants.
Okay, sure. So let me go ahead and log in here.
Split my screen.
All right, so you're in, is this Karita?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, okay, wonderful. I just wanted to make sure I was talking to the right person. Can you see my screen okay?
Yes.
And everyone can see me logging into the portal. So that's in right here in step 3. So if you have a group that you only want to allow to have digital books and not print books, then you need to go down here and set up your group. So if I added a new group, I click on add new group and I'll just put no print books. Let's say that I want to have 20 people and that it is active and that it's going to be
meeting is being recorded.
not Spanish. So then the next thing is that you would select the campaign, and for this one, because I don't have any other campaign set up, I'm just going to select the default. And campaign is just the emails, the weekly emails. If you wanted that group to all have their emails start on the same day, then you would pick that day. So just for example, I'm going to start this one on the 27th of November. So right here is where you select the books. So if you don't have any books in your physical book inventory, and you, let's say you put, I don't know, 50 books here, the system wouldn't even allow you to do that. But since you only want this group to have the digital books, then you can either assign the number of EPUBs. So since you've got a $20 or a 20 person registration limit here, you could put 20 down here. Or if you just wanted to go ahead and pull from your whole ebook inventory, you would click pull. And then you would click update. And now you have your no print books group.
I think I have it set up correct then.
What was that?
I think I have it set up correctly.
Oh, okay.
I'm splitting my screen and following along with you. And I think I have it set up correctly. So thank you.
Oh, good. Great. Sure. No problem. So I am going to actually delete that. Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. Anybody else have questions from the admin side? So this is something in chat. Okay. While we're in here, I'm just going to go ahead and show you where those demographic questions are that I was mentioning to you. So I went in here to step 2 to the question chooser. And you can see here, what's your county? If you want the street name and number, the city, and the zip code. So if you need that level of detail or any of this information in your reports, please go in and and select that. If you are only offering print books, then you will have all that information. But if you're offering a combination of print and digital or only digital, then you'll need to go in here and add that in if you still need that info. All right. Any other questions?
Hi, Serena, it's Emily. This
Hi.
might be a silly question, but
No silly questions.
with you recording this call, where does this type of stuff sit so we can share it with our partners?
What type of stuff? The recording?
Yeah, like the recording and webinars and that sort of thing.
Yeah, so it's on that portal resources page. Right here, quarterly portal partner sharing calls, and you just click on that and it will take you to a playlist on our OA Action Alliance YouTube channel. And see, here's
Perfect.
all
Thank
of the
you.
portal partner calls. And so I'll add this one later today or tomorrow.
You even hyperlink that, Serena, into the chat. That'd be helpful so I can.
Sure. Yep, it is on the it's also on the agenda, so I will, but I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. All right.
I missed the beginning, Serena. This is Greg, so I apologize, but I'll try to catch the recording. But I was curious if I had mentioned to you when we were at the arthritis conference about the possibility of an admin level for like a county, so that a county would have their own rights to add groups within their county. Is there any movement or progress on that, or what would be required for that?
No, we've got that on our wish list, but that's
Okay.
probably something in 2024 that we could
Okay.
think about. Yeah. That would be adding kind of another layer of administrative capabilities.
Mhm.
So yeah. And we
Yeah.
can do that now if you want to set up a different, URL, but if you still wanted to drive everyone to the same URL, but split up the admin duties, that would be.
Okay.
Is that kind of what you're talking about?
Yeah, eventually I wanted a county to be in charge of their own portal instead of us managing it for them or onboarding groups within their county, but it'd be another level of training at some point, but that'd be where we'd like to go.
Yep. Yeah. We've definitely got that on the list.
Okay.
Great question. Anything else? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, this is Kirsten. Hey, everybody again. Just to follow up on Greg's comment, and it's just the whole idea of adding new features to the portal. As you know, because we've said this very frequently over the course of the life of the portal, that we do listen to you guys, and hopefully you've seen some of your requests come to fruition. But whenever you hear from another partner, like Greg just shared, wanting to have county level, ability to administer locally on that kind of a level. If anything you hear is something that you think your group would also benefit from or would like to see, do share that with us, because some of what we do is to not just look at our own budget, because that's the most realistic metric we have for being able to push things out. But we also do it based on priority in terms of what we think is going to benefit the most partners in a given time space. So, it's not the only way we choose what comes next in our wish list, but it does help us to know, is this thing going to help just one partner? Is it going to help 6 partners? So by all means, speak up when you hear things, or if you think of things, so that we get a sense that, who all would benefit from a change like this. And, periodically, whenever a new priority wish list items come to fruition, I'm guessing Serena shares that out, or we can certainly do that. Like, these are the highest things that we're going to be working on next, or certainly in these updates, we've been talking a lot about the messaging system. That was a high priority. That also was a pretty heavy lift. But by all means, speak up, everyone. Just wanted to reiterate that for you guys.
Yep.
I have a quick question, something I forgot about that one of our partners works with a lot of uninsured Latino women, and they said that a lot of them they don't use email, or they don't like to, or sometimes just like they're working with people that are not tech savvy and they don't really understand how to use the actual portal. But this partner of ours, they do health coaching with all their clients. And so is there a way that they could manually enter information for someone into the portal if it's not the individual person? Does that make sense? I kind of was wondering if like maybe the coach level might be a way that could come together, but I was just thinking like if they didn't have an email to create an account, is there a way to like for us to, if they were tracking their steps and told their coach, could the coach put it in to have all the data together? I don't know.
Yeah, and that's certainly come up before. I definitely will put that on the list to chat with the developer about. Because that has come up in other conversations, either people don't have an email or they struggle with trying to, do all of the portal things. But if they get into the portal, or if they are registered and part of the portal, and then they start maybe getting the texts and once we have this bi-directional text set up, then, you can still capture the data that way, even if they don't log into the portal. So I certainly think that that's something that we could explore. The other thing we've asked our developer about is maybe not even having, or maybe providing participants with the option to choose either email or phone number to log in. That has been a little bit of a challenge because I'm not quite sure how to explain it, but it sounds like, and I'm not a developer, so I can only speak so much about this, but the kind of the foundation that the portal for the participants is built upon is an email. So to go back and kind of undo that coding and redo it into either email or phone number, it would be a heavy lift. But I think if we can maybe get around it with some of this, like you said, like coaching, promotoras, anything like that, that might be helpful. So I'll put that on the list to chat with her.
Okay, that's helpful. Yeah, thank you. I know I was kind of like, well, like I guess you could make an account for them and you could just fill everything out, but I was like, but then you'd need a unique email for each. So I don't know.
Yeah, and I was told that, I mean, you can use, instead of like, you can just like make up an email, like you could put their first name and last name, and then if you put ymail instead of gmail.com, the system will accept that as kind of an email, an email,
funny.
a valid email. So like if, Sherry Smith wanted to register but doesn't have an email, just put Sherry Smith at ymail.com. And I mean, she can still log in to the portal because you also create a username. She just wouldn't be getting any of those emails.
The messages, right.
Right. But now that we have the text messages, she would still be able to get the text through her phone.
Got it.
So, yeah. Yeah, good point. Good question. Thanks for bringing that up, Erin. All right. Any other questions? These are great. Okay, well, I do want to mention that our next call is going to go back to kind of the original time that we had them scheduled. So it'll be at noon on February 12th. And it seems like it's so far away, but it's going to be here in the blink of an eye for sure. In the meantime, just keep communicating through email, or if you need any demonstrations or to hop on a call, just let me know. And then hopefully in February, y'all will have some great hot news or lessons learned or anything from some maybe holiday or New Year campaigns that you run. So I will give you back 20 minutes in your day and wish you a very, very safe and happy and healthy holiday season. And we'll talk again in 2024. Hi, everyone.